Tobacco scan data is available by CSI Works on Clover. This interface that I'm demonstrating right now is available by navigating to your Clover account and installing Tobacco scan data by CSI Works. And I would like to demonstrate the onboarding steps that are required to get set up with either Altria or Reynolds or both. First, when you install the program, you have to indicate which programs you'd like to participate in. Altria Group Tobacco Scan Data, Reynolds America Retail Scan Data, and then inside each one of these, you need to tell us whether you'll be using a multi-pack discount and the loyalty program. Um, the next thing you need to do is to do the software configuration. So software configuration is basically making sure that all the software, all the technology that is required is installed. And so we'll scan and see what you have installed, and if something is missing, we'll tell you. If everything is installed, that's great. And we'll basically show you a link here that says, you need to have discount scheduler installed or inventory plus plus installed. Um, then we have the product information setup. This is probably the space where I want to spend the most amount of time. So first, you're selecting items that are basically belong either to Altria or to Reynolds, right? And so I've selected 116 items for Altria Group, and I have about 8 items for Reynolds. And our program has done the validation, and it tells me right now, for example, that I have 2 items in my selected 8 for Reynolds that have validation errors, and there are none for Altria. So none is what we're going for. But let me go ahead and click on these errors and see what they are. So manufacturer's name and the unit of measure is missing. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this number here, and it will open the inventory plus plus. That's our app. And it will quickly navigate us to the place where we need to be. And basically here it is, manufacturer's name. So let's call it, Altria. Unit of measure, let's say that it's a pack, and it's a 1 individual consumable unit. So we have that saved, and let me go ahead and refresh this page. And so now we're down to 1 error. So I'm going to go ahead and navigate away from it. But basically, this step needs to be completed so that there's no errors. Because if we're not finding errors, then the program managers for the Altria and MSA Reynolds also will not find any errors, and that's the objective. We have to have your FTP credentials, and to have them from Altria, for example, you have to fill out a form, and we'll tell you which form it is. We'll give you a link, so there's going to be a form, and this is for Altria, that's not for us. And once that form is filled out, you would call this number. They would do what they need to do on their end and provide you with the FTP credentials, which then need to be entered here, along with your account number and the store information. Okay, similar process happens for Reynolds. And then there is the multi-pack and the loyalty program setup. So multi-pack, again, this is a multi-pack for Altria. What are you doing? Are you doing Marlboro? Here's some information that we have from Altria regarding Marlboro. Are you doing Chesterfield? There is some information that you can download for that. You can turn Chesterfield on or off. And then you can mark these steps completed or not completed depending on whether or not you know what to do. So to set up the discounts, that action needs to take place on the devices, not on the web. And if you don't know how to set up the discounts, you can click on this link here, and we'll show you a video where we're setting up the discounts on a device, and you can just follow our steps. So, and that's for multi-packs. And then there's the loyalty program. Loyalty program, we have the brochure, the information from Altria, all the information about the loyalty program. And then if you don't know how to set up, we have a video that tells you how to get set up. And that's the step that you need to complete. And then there's the program launch and the legal agreement. So specifically with Altria, they want you to log into your account and sign and agree to certain terms to begin into production with the scan data program. And MSA for Reynolds has similar requirements.